God, this ending to Raw of the decade, 2019. I know so many people liked it, but I'll be honest with you, I really hated it. It was not that good. It was very disorganized and had an over one about 5 to 10 minutes after 11 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm just gonna go on with it. The lines are not good, interruptions were not good, everything was not good. I mean, this show was a decent show until this ending. Let's just get from the start. The, the Reverend or whatever was doing the reading to some people like Bill Belichick, coach of the New England Patriots, right? And then Lana went talking and talking. All she talks about is her, her, her. And I found Bobby Lashley and I'm hearing that, I'm like, it's not about you all the time, it's about me and you. Bobby Lashley's smiling and I'm like, oh, yeah, he has to be dedicated to her, but the way Lana is like, me, 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 me. And then she does her vows. Bobby Lashley does his vows. And when it's time to put on the ring, first interruption happens. This guy walks out and tells the whole WWE universe, live in the arena, and people watching on TV, that he was Lana's first wife, and that she divorced him to go with Rusev, called Rusev a bitch, and she divorced Rusev, and basically called Bobby Lashley a bitch, and that she'll divorce him. Bobby Lashley attacked the guy. Next, as we're going to get back to the rings, another interruption happens. Now a woman walks out. This time, claiming she's Bobby Lashley's first wife. And when she gets in the ring, Lana attacks her. And as we're going to get back to normal, however, the long-awaited debut of the new and improved Liv Morgan walks out. Slowly claiming her love and how they had good times, how she helped her, how this person helped her within a year. I'm like, okay, this is not Liv Morgan. Then we found out she wasn't talking about Bobby. She was talking about Lana, and not to surprise, lesbian angle, and I would say it's not a lesbian angle. I'm the only one who says it's not a lesbian angle. Not people have to say it's not a lesbian angle. It could be a bisexual angle. You know, there's people that are bisexual out there, right? Maybe they're having Lana be bisexual, and maybe they're having Liv Morgan be bisexual too. All right, and then Lana and Liv Morgan fight. And all of a sudden, out of the cake, Rusev comes out. Like no one expected that, right? No one expected Rusev to come out of the cake. Sarcasm aside, Rusev beat up Bobby Lashley, and Liv beat up Lana. And Liv Morgan and Rusev were standing tall to end well. This was not a good ending. The show was fine, but this ending was not good. Now I want to talk about Liv Morgan for a little bit. Liv Morgan, in my opinion, I think many might agree with me, did not need a gimmick change at all. I understand they broke up the Riot Squad. I think that's because Ruby Riot was injured, right? And she should be back in sometime next year. But she's been out a long time since after WrestleMania. So they had to do something with Sarah Logan. Sarah Logan is just on main event. She's like a main event mainstay. Liv Morgan's last match was SmackDown when she lost to Charlotte back in July or June, or maybe even early August. Now they have their gimmick for her now, which I hate. She doesn't need to change at all. Her gimmick was perfect when she was in the Wyatt Squad. She was arguably the most over member of the Wyatt Squad. With her blue tongue, her fiery attitude, she was like a spark plug, like just full of life. And she's like that in her real life. In kayfabe, her gimmick in Wyatt Squad is like almost 100% authentic Liv Morgan in real life. That's who she is. So overall, I don't know. We'll see where we go from here with Liv Morgan. But I do hope one day she goes back to that fiery cracker, blue tongue. The blonde hair is okay. Attitude that people loved in the Riot Squad. Thank you for listening.